friends, and welcome back to day 3 of Vlogmas. Here, hello, welcome. My name is Kate. Here on this channel we talk all about motherhood. We have a lot of content about foster care, adoption, living a purposeful life, living with intention. We do some cleaning videos, routine videos, that kind of stuff. So any of that interests you, I'd love to have you subscribe and join the community here. But we are doing Vlogmas and it's my first time. I say we like it's more than me on this channel, and I mean it is. It's my kids as well, my family. But I am doing Vlogmas for the first time this year, and I'm kind of excited and kind of overwhelmed because it's a lot. If you don't know what Vlogmas is, it's a video every day in December, or at least up till Christmas. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. I'm going to try and go all the way through December, but I will definitely have a video up every day until Christmas. So if you're new here, I've been on a minimalism journey the past year. If you're not new here, you already know that. I've kind of been sharing bits and pieces of that with you. Today's video is going to be a reflection of 1 year of minimalism. And I'm going to be going room by room and doing kind of a last minimal, get rid of things, declutter, clean, organize before the new year comes, so I can start off 2019 not officially giving myself the title of minimalist, because I don't really care about the title, and I think minimalism looks a little bit different for everybody. Just having a fresh start and kind of putting this year behind me. It's been really emotional in our foster care journey this year. It's been a year of just getting rid of stuff. It's been a year of self-discovery and just living with more intention, living with purpose, and just really kind of finding my purpose in this world. The way my life has changed this past year has just been truly amazing. And I've always been really determined and a goal setter and kind of a go-getter, but I found myself really weighed down and kind of consumed by stuff. And I grew up in a very like, you need this, you want that. My mom was very frugal. Like, it's not like they spoiled us or anything, but that was kind of a goal, you know, is you work hard and you get things that you work hard for. I think whenever I was dealing with something hard in the foster care world, I would go shopping to kind of, you know, retail therapy, and obviously that didn't make things any better. I was always overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I had to clean. My house was always a mess. I just always felt overwhelmed, like I was always cleaning. And I mean, I still feel like that now. I have a little tornado toddler that just destroys my house in 5 minutes flat. Just having less stuff, the amount of time spent on cleaning is a lot less than it used to be. Like, I used to spend days to get one room like fully clean, because it was finding a new place to put the stuff and organize the stuff and buying more stuff to organize the stuff. And you know, I was just really caught up in consumerism. And I mean, if you've been here for a while, you can go back and watch. I'll link my minimalism journey playlist up above here. But I just was really unhappy and really overwhelmed and just not loving my motherhood and just feeling like, is this all I'm ever going to do, is clean and organize, and just, is that my purpose in life, is to just clean and move stuff around? And I just knew there was so much more to life, and it's just been so beautiful, the journey that I've been on this past year, and just being able to let go of stuff. And so quite a fair bit of the content you're going to be seeing in my Vlogmas is going to be me going room by room and just doing a final purge and kind of showing you. I didn't really take befores. I wish I did take like before photos, because I think you would be shocked at the amount of stuff I had before. But you can see some of my old videos and just see, like, it was just kind of chaos. I mean, I'm an open book. I'm not like the type of person that needs to have everything perfect in order to put it on social media. I'm just me, take it or leave it. Like, I'm not here to put on a front and try and make other people feel like their life, they don't have their life together and mine is perfect and clean and everything is great, and you know, I'm able to keep my house clean and makeup done. You'll see me plenty of times without makeup. I show you my mess in my cleaning videos. Like, I'm just about real life and being honest and open with you guys, because comparison is the thief of joy, and so much of what people put out on the internet is the highlight reel, right? The best version of themselves. And I'm not a complainer, so I'm not going to be here behind the camera showing you like all the worst parts of my life, although I have showed you some of that. But anyways, I lost my train of thought there. I just wanted to share with you like what 1 year of minimalism has done for my life, and the goals that I have, and the way that I've been able to change. I've been able to lose weight, still continuing to lose weight. I'm just so much happier. My stuff like ruled me, and now I rule my stuff and rule my life. I mean, God rules my life, but I have so much more time to do the things that I really want to do. I don't feel overwhelmed all the time and just sad and blah. If you feel the need to go shopping to do some retail therapy, I just want you to check yourself, check your heart a little bit, and just know that that's not going to make you happy. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with buying stuff and wanting stuff, but there is something wrong with wanting too much and always wanting more and more. And it talks about that in the Bible. And, you know, living minimally is really biblical. And When I started foster care, it just kind of opened my eyes to the orphan crisis, and not only here in Canada and the States, but worldwide. And it's hard for me to justify buying so many new things and new clothes and just consuming more when there's so many starving children in the world, and, you know, going into debt over things when my money could be going to helping kids get an education and get a future. And that's just a huge goal of my husband and mine for this new upcoming year, is to just really give more and do more for others. I think once your eyes are opened, it's just hard to turn your back on it, and you just want to do more and give more. And anyways, that's the place that I'm at in my life. And, you know, maybe this video is a little bit jumpy and all over the place. I want to share with you of how getting rid of stuff and living more minimally, living more simply can really be life-changing. And it's not just about decluttering and organizing. It's truly life-changing. It frees up your time, it frees up your emotions, and you're just able to do so much more, give so much more, and just be better. I've shared this in a video before, but I apologize to my husband because he's always kind of been this way. He still has clothes that he wore when I first met him 15 years ago. And it was always me bringing more stuff into the home. And then we moved houses, and I needed to get new stuff for this house. And then I started YouTube, and I wanted to have like perfect stuff back here. I've spent so much time and so much money on stuff. And at the end of my life, is that what I want to say? Like, my house was perfectly decorated every holiday because I had the perfect decorations, and I had the nicest furniture and the nicest clothes for my kids, and my kids always look trendy. Like, it's not what I care about. It's not what is important to me. And I think I was living in a lie for a long time, trying, you know, comparing myself to others. I had one friend in particular, and they were very well off, and I always felt like I had to do more and be more and buy more for her to accept me as a friend, which I know is kind of silly, but, you know, that friendship kind of dissolved, and it was a really hard thing for me. But I see it now, and I see the reason that God brought that person into my life and brought that person out of my life. You know, money is not everything. Sure, it's nice to have comforts, but you have one life. Like, live it on purpose. The other thing I really think about is how my choices and my consumerism affects my kids, and I don't want to bring that on into the next generation. And I think it's really beautiful, the kind of movement that you're seeing with shops now. A lot of them are giving back, and, you know, if you buy like Cuddle and Kind, you buy a bear and it feeds 10 kids. And, you know, there's so many small shops now, and even bigger ones, that are just kind of getting on board with this. Love the wave of shops that are starting to come about that are giving back and doing more. And it's not just about them getting all the money. It's not just there's not as much greed in it. It's just nice to see. But I always think of like how my consumerism affects my kids. And I just thought it was really beautiful this year that my kids made their Christmas list to Santa. And I think last year they had probably 15 or so items on it. And this year Lilia had 2. Well, she actually only had 1, and I was like, what do you mean you don't want any toys? And me pushing her to write a toy on her list because she was like, I don't know what to ask for. All she wanted was a pair of heeled boots. She likes to wear high heels, and her summer pair, obviously she can't wear right now in the winter, so that's all she wants. And she put pair of heeled boots. So for me to see that like what she asked for on her list was truly like a need, she needed some boots, it brought a tear to my eye, and I just thought it was really special, and it made me feel like I was doing something right and not raising like completely greedy consumer driven kids. Marissa asked for a remote control car, which we had one, and it was kind of like geared towards younger kids. It was like a VTech one, and she made the decision to donate it this year, but she's really missing it, and she likes the remote control car. So that was the one thing she put on her list. And then like a little surprise ball from the dollar store and a Christmas stuffy. Like, those are the 3 things she had on her list. We have an upcoming trip to Nicaragua. We're taking them on their first mission trips, and the way that they're like setting things aside to save to give to the kids in Nicaragua, like the way it's impacted my kids, it's just been so good. And I feel so much better as a parent, and the values that I'm instilling in them. Just being on a minimalism journey myself, and what I'm showing them, and just having the conversations about, oh yeah, that's nice, you know, we're out shopping, and I'll stop. Because it's still in me, right? I still want things. Like, I love pineapples. You know, I'll see something like this. I'll be at home since passing time. And before I would have just bought it, and I would have so many little home decor things around my house. And I've just donated so much and just simplified so much, and I can have those conversations with my kids when we're shopping, and I'm like, oh, it would be nice to have, but it's just not something I need. And I hear that kind of being repeated in what my kids are saying to me, so that's been huge. Cleaning, I mean, that kind of goes without saying, but the less stuff you have, the less there is to clean, the less time I have to spend on cleaning. Stressing about things being out of place and just constantly picking up. When you have a young family, your house is going to be a mess. It doesn't matter how many things you have. I mean, our little toddler tornado just gets into the Tupperware drawer and that's all over my house, but it's easy to clean up when you have things that you just truly need and you get rid of wants. And I'm not saying it's bad to, you know, want a nice home decor item or something like that. Like, I love to make my house a home and pieces that mean something to me, but I've gotten rid of so much stuff, and the only thing I love pineapples. I don't know why, it's just something I like. So I have a couple pineapples around my house, and then, sorry, my battery just died there. But what was I saying? Signs. Like, I have little quotes. Words are important to me. It's part of the reason I blog. It's one of the ways I express myself. I love to read things and kind of feel inspired. So that's really the only home decor I have anymore, is little plaques with little sayings, pictures of my family, and a couple little pineapples and some plants, because plants are always a good thing, right? But that's all I really have, where before I just had so much stuff cluttering every surface. I'm not exaggerating, guys, when I say I've gotten rid of van loads and van loads of stuff. I had a storage closet here. We don't have a lot of storage in our house, just under our stairs. We live in a small 1,000 square foot bungalow. Under our staircase, we had storage packed full with totes. I have nothing. I have one tote in there now in our suitcases, and it's been able to be turned into a little play space for the kids. It's just, I feel so much more freedom, not only with time, not only with finances, being able to give more with the morals and values I'm teaching my kids, but it's been so good for me. It's so good for my family, so good for my marriage. My husband is just like so happy to see this side of me kind of coming into fruition, because like I said, he's lived like this for a long time, and he really believes living minimally is biblically. Has always lived that way. We used to fight all the time, and I'd bring things into the house and have to hide the bags from HomeSense. Anytime I was going out, he's like, oh, are you going to HomeSense? Like, it caused a lot of strife in our marriage. So the way my life has changed with this 1 year of minimalism, it's been amazing. And you know, if you're struggling and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're just feeling like too much and life is too much and things are too much and you're cleaning too much and you know, you're fighting and you're arguing with your kids because you're just too much. Like, I have a better relationship with my kids because I'm less stressed. I feel like a lot of this is repetitive, but I want to get the point across to you guys that living simply, living minimally is 1, biblically, 2, gives you so much freedom, and 3, it lets you focus on what is truly important. And that to me is my family, being able to give and help others. Anyways, I just want to share with you guys what 1 year of my minimalism journey is looking. I don't know where I'll be at next year and what I'll be doing next year, but I've had a few people reach out and just kind of ask me like what kind of sparked this life change. And honestly, I just felt overwhelmed. I was unhappy in my motherhood, and I knew I needed to make some changes. I wanted to live a life that I loved. I wanted to live a life of purpose. I wanted to live a life where I give back. At the end of the day, that is what is important to me. And stuff, you can't take it with you. You're not loading up a U-Haul at the back of your casket one day and going to heaven with all your stuff. Stuff is stuff. Stuff is not important. Sure, stuff can be nice to have, but it's not important. The goals that we have as a family and some of the decisions that we've been able to make over this past year, I don't think I would have been able to come to even, you know, a couple years ago, because my mind space was just very different. I'm able to focus on things like this blog and this YouTube channel because I have more time. Anyways, I feel like I'm repeating over and over and rambling, so I'm going to end this video here, but let me know what you guys think of minimalism, if you think it could help you, if you want to know some kind of first steps that I took. I've got a couple videos about it, but I haven't done a whole lot. I think there's going to be more of that to come in the new year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I'd love to have you join the community and subscribe. Hit that red button down below. Hit that little bell beside it if you want to be notified when I have another video. I'll see you tomorrow, because it's Vlogmas, on the next video. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Bye.